Okay, it says I'm live. Well, I'm trying to look. We don't have much time to get. We have to get through the end of this because I can't even actually even introduce the show. I can't even say "Giddy Up" and go through the whole greeting or intro. So you're just going to have to just deal with it because the reason I can't say "Giddy Up" is because we got to get to the end of this. I've been dreading doing this show for many days and weeks and time, and I'm really just trying to start it so I can finish it. Either that, I mean, the reason being is I can't say "Giddy Up" and I can't welcome y'all to the show for the third time because we're out of time already. The show should I should really just end the show and take a nap because I'm really tired. I've been tired for days, and I sleep, and then I'm still tired. So go figure. Can you hear me? I know there's nobody there, but can you hear me? I got to talk into the microphone. So I don't know. Maybe either I'll just gonna rush through it and get to the end because then once it's over, I'm free to relax and maybe uh, sleep or something. Are my eyes closed right now? Feels like my eyes are closed. I mean, I can't see them because there's no mirror here. But anyway, or if anything, I might just take a nap in the middle of the show. So I might either I'm going to be in a rush to end it, or I'm going to be in a rush to get to the nap because I'm really tired. So there's no time. We gotta just jump right into it. No time to giddy up. Giddy up is over. Um, so no intros today. We're out of time. We're trying to get through this. As you can see, I'm totally in a rush, so I can't even giddy up myself. And if I can't giddy up, you can't giddy up. So nobody's getting up today. We're just moving on. Okay. I don't know what to say. I'm just tired, and I'm gonna take a power nap, probably for 8 seconds. I think that's all I need. By the way, this is the eighth episode, and we have a lot of you have a lot of questions. Certainly, a lot of controversies going on here. Obviously, you've read the title so far, and if you got that far, that's good for you. You get a prize. In fact, you get 8 prizes. You can take an you can take, you can take an 8 second nap for me, and then send it to me direct message. So send me that because I'm so tired. As you can see, I'm already nodding off. Actually, my arm is going. Actually, my hand is going to sleep right now, which is weird because it's just one part of my body. Isn't it funny how your arm can go to sleep, your leg can go to sleep when you don't even consent? It's like you think you got a whole body and it's all interconnected and autonomous, but then one part goes to sleep. And you're saying like no, it's like 10:30 in the morning. That's not a good example of time. What's good? Like yeah, it's like 2:23 in the afternoon, and your leg's going to sleep, and you're like, yo, it's 10. It's 10. Whatever. If you're tired, you don't even know what time it is. You're just saying numbers, and then you're like, yo, it's not bedtime. Why are you going to sleep? And then right now it's like 7:01 exactly in the evening, and my hand is going to sleep, and I'm like, yo, we're not in bed. We're just relax. Don't relax. Stimulate. Wake up. So I don't know. This is common problem. We've all experienced it, especially me. All of us being all that are here, which is me. So it's an accurate statement. So fact. You only have to fact check. I got things coming in my mouth. This is really haphazard. I'm so glad that this show started because it already means I'm 3 minutes and 43 seconds closer to taking a nap or it being over, which is great because I was just what? Okay, this thing is like in my ear or something. You ever heard an octopus talk in your ear before? When you're trying to do a show and you're tired and your hands falling asleep? I mean, you guys think this is easy? Do you think this is easy? Yeah. You never had an octopus in your ear while your hands are so. Anyway, I'm just trying to get the show has started. I'm just trying to finish the show. I'm not even interested in starting the show. We're done with that. No intros, no introductions. It's the same word, isn't it? But longer. Yeah, I'm just gonna nod off for a second. My hands started, so why not my eyes, right? Well, I don't know why. Just suddenly. Oh, you know what's wrong? I think it's this octopus. This guy right here, who doesn't have a name. Is if I put him here, do you think then this arm goes to sleep? Maybe this hand it's actually my hand. My arm is fine, but the hand is falling asleep. So we're just gonna put this here. Maybe this hand will wake up. This will wake up, but that won't fall asleep. Just to keep the balance going. Um, why? Why is it called? Why is the show titled what it is? You've probably seen the title. I mentioned that, and you're looking at it, and you're like, it looks funky, right? Code. It looks like code, right? You see different language, different letters and symbols, and maybe there's a number in there. You don't know. Practically, you know what it is. You know what it looks like. I just figured this out. It actually looks like one of those password requirements when it has all these criteria and you have to, you're trying to write your password and then you see the criteria and the criteria is so long that you have to go to your mouse or your what's this thing called? And you have to scroll down. It's like a pad, and then you scroll down and you have to see the requirements because this list is so long. That's what like this title is. Really, it's got special characters, got numbers, it's got capital letters, got lowercase letters. It's really got it all. I mean, it's got everything but Greek, and I should know. But we're not going to discuss that right now. What is this octopus? Is this? Why is it called this? So is it? I know it comes from a story from my real life. Now I'm just going to go. There should be like a sound effect. We don't have that on the thing that we went through, but it's a sound effect, and it's like you hear it all the time. It's always the same sound effect. It goes like, I'll make it for you. When you're thinking and a thought bubble pops up because you're thinking, you can do this too in my home. So you're like, and it pops up, or maybe it flashbacks, and you're thinking, what is this? And this is going to a memory. So anyway, I'm going to do it over. There's more space over here. Can you move for a second? You're going to go back over here. Just, don't put my arm to sleep. Actually, just go on my head. Because don't put my head. Actually, you can put my head to sleep. We're going to do like an 8-second nap later. But so I'm dreaming. Actually, here, hold on. Here, you can go to the side. Just chill out here for a second. He's just going to chill here. So I tried to rip the tag off, but it wouldn't come off. So I just didn't fight it because I'm too tired. I'm having these flashbacks. Like, why is the show called what it is? Which you read there, which you're trying to, interpret and sort of decode. Now, I know it's just one side. What happened to the other? Anywho, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the name of the show. I'm so tired, man. I'm so tired. I can't wait for this to be over. Can't you? Don't you feel that same way? Don't you feel like you're watching the show right now and you're like, man, I can't wait for this to be over? Except you're the one who has the power. Although I shouldn't tell you that because that's like the big secret. Like you could turn the show off at any time. Oh, I already said. Oh no. But I have to host the show and I can't do it at any time. I have to host it right now because it's already started. It's kind of crummy, but that's the way the way the cookie crumbles, right? That's the way the chips fall, or is that what it says? Chips fall. So I'm trying to think. I'm going back. You see it? You see the vision right there? It's happening right there. You can't see it? You got to use your imagination because I'm going flashback mode right now. Is this episode? Is this have to do with that time that I went to like this social gathering with someone's in-laws, and we were all watching. There was like a bunch of in-laws there. I think there were like there was like 8 generations actually. It was like 8 grandmothers and 8 nieces and 8 nephews and 8 generations. I think there was maybe 8 babies there as well, but we don't talk about babies. Babies are off limits. No making fun of babies because they can't joke back. You know what I mean? It's not fair. You can't make fun of a baby, especially 8 babies, because they can't joke with you. You can't. It's only fair. It's like if you're gonna make fun of something like grandmothers or 8 nieces, then you got 8, like tongues lashing back at you, trying to, cut you down. But what a baby's gonna do? Well, they're gonna cry about it. Yeah, they can cry about it. So yeah, there was like 8 cousins there. It was someone's in-laws. Anyway, we were having like some sort of social gathering, and was this the reason why I called it this? Because we were getting together, we were all choosing a movie, and a lot of us were like fans of James Bond. Is that what it was? And they were like, "Hey, let's watch the movie." And by the way, I just want to say that besides the 8 cousins and the 8 generations and the 8 grandmothers, I had to write it down because I'm very tired right now, and when your mind is not working clearly, your memory doesn't work clearly either. Like, how did I get here? Whose house is this? See, is this your house? What's your name? Um, is this the 8th episode? That I know. That's correct. Anyway, I think I'm done. So it was 8 grandmothers. So and me, right? So it was me. No, it was 8 grandmothers and 8 everything else. And we decided to watch a James Bond movie. So we had 8 of everything, and then we had 007. And I just want to point out that me, there was like plus there's all. Let me get. I don't know if I have a calculator here. Maybe was this right? But if you add me and 007, that actually adds up to 8. I'm gonna do the math right now. Actually, I'm gonna write this down. Not on that paper, but maybe get some paper. Oh, here's a piece of paper here, stuck to something. So let me just do the math here because I don't want to misleading you. We have 1, and then we have the plus symbol, and then we have 007. So that's 0. I'm gonna get 0, 7. I'm gonna show you just to make sure everyone's clear that I'm actually doing the math correctly. That's how I write a 7. Okay, when I'm tired. Now, when I don't know if I'm supposed to, do you carry the zeros? See, personally, I always carry the zeros because they're lightest. I find when you're doing multiplication, well, this is actually addition. You don't carry anything. But I just want to tell you a trick at home, and this is not a joke, but it might be, well, it's not a joke, but it might be funny, or it is a joke, but it might not be funny. Which one is it? It doesn't matter. You'll find out. But whenever I'm doing multiplication, you have to carry the whatever number it is. I always just like to carry the 0 because I figure carry the lightest thing possible. And the 0 is the lightest, obviously, because it's a 0. So I always carry the 0. So we got 1 plus, the 1 looks like a 7, actually, and the 7 looks like a symbol. It's just more code here. It's more code. You know what I'm saying? Here, take a good look. I know this is weird colored paper. I found it. Yeah, that's actually, is that backwards? Well, whatever. I can't get straight. You add this together. So we'll just eliminate the zeros. Let's add 1 plus 7, and that equals 8. Now I'm going to just check this on my calculator and see if you guys can't do that at home. That's an 8, right? If I wrote it right. So that's 8 of everything. So we were all getting together. Is that why this is called this? I'm trying to remember. And then we were going to watch one of those James Bond movies called Octopussy. And that is the title. I had to check it. I had to Google it because that's how I remembered it. But considering I'm so tired, I was like, am I just delusional or delirious and thinking that that's a title? Or is that the name of a character and the name of the movie is something else? Well, by the way, doesn't Google have 2 O's? Do you carry those O's when you're multiplying Google with something else? Like if you multiply Google with Bing, do you carry the O's? I carry the O's because of the light. It's all right. It's all right. I don't need to be distracted. No. Wait, that's not the reason. That's not why. This episode is not about the time I met up with someone's in-laws and we watched Octopussy for 8 hours straight. No, it wasn't like that. It was, you know what? Was it that time, that I went to the state, wait, we're going to get up the, okay, right here. It's happening right here. The flashback's happening right here, okay? It's the same place where the whole, gathering with the in-laws happened. It's a nice house, too. It was actually, when I imagined this gathering, that of course really happened because everything's real in my head. In Minecraft, the house was very nice. It's painted all white and there's a lot of glass windows. It's probably like coastal actually because it's a big home with all these people. You have to fit a lot of people to watch 8 hours of Octopussy. But here we're gonna erase that White House. Okay, not the White House, but the White House in my memory, my vision. And now we're going to go, is this episode about that time? Wait, when I went to the States Fair, this, I travel, or I like to travel, and then I travel, I do both. And I like it and I do it. Best combination, best. But I like to go to different states and different places. And is this a factual statement? I have been to Iowa, but that's all I'm going to say. I have been to Iowa. Okay? It's true. You can test it. But I was traveling. Remember so this was probably another time in another life. I was going to the state fair in, what was it? Oskaloosa, Iowa. They were having one of those state fairs and all kinds of Americana stuff like, what do they do? things. I think they had like, you know, goats, right? They had like 8 goats. You could look at the goats and pet them, and then that you can feed. They would eat whatever you had on you and stuff. Trick, they were like hungry goats, or no, I don't even know if the goats are hungry. The goats just eat whatever. I remember when I was a kid, and this is also a true story. If I can remember that, but geez, you're really getting in my way. This thing was not supposed to be a nuisance anyway. Let's put it up here. So yeah, I was a kid once or a couple times, and I think it was actually a kid 8 times, but we're not going to get into that right now because I'm too tired to talk about the 8 times I was a kid. Let's talk about one time when I was a kid. I remember I went to a place on like a field trip with school, and there was goats, and then they told you like be careful what you put in front of the goats because they'll eat anything. And we had these little. Actually, do I have? No, that was another. I'm so delirious that I'm remembering something that happened from an earlier part of the day when I had like a name tag type of thing to show you, and I thought that was here, but I realized that was what time is it now? Okay, that was like 5.5 hours ago, 6 hours ago. So it's not now, is it? But you have like a name tag, right? My name for some school field trip. And I bend over to pet the goat, and the goat eats my name tag. He rips it off. It had like it's made of plastic and paper, of course, and it had the metal pin, right? I don't know what happened with the metal, but he like pulled it off or something. At least that's how I remember it. I think he's okay. Well, that was when I was. Well, that was one of the times when I was a child. He's probably dead now. I don't know how long goats live. Certainly more than 8 years, right? So they had 8 goats, and they had like this is like at the state fair, Oskaloosa, Iowa, right? When I was thinking, we're still here over here. It's right over here. Keep it focus. Keep your attention over here. Okay, we're having a little flashback here. I'm looking. Okay, watch it. Watch with me. And what happened? So, oh yeah, there was like 8 bearded ladies, right? There was like 8 bearded ladies, 8 goats, and I think they had all you can eat. All you can eat. No, they had this thing like all you can eat. They had this contest, and it was a octopies eating contest. Octopies, and I thought, great, I'm going to sign up for that. I remember that, and this isn't one of those like, well, no, actually, I guess I'm so sorry. I was going to mislead you. I was going to tell you like this isn't one of those Stand By Me the movie pie eating contests, but why is it not? I mean, what's the difference between the Oskaloosa, Iowa's State Fair all you can eat octopies eating contest, and that one in the movie Stand By Me, where the kid was that pie or was that hot dogs? No, it was pie. Yeah, it was pie. But it wasn't octopi. So there's the only difference. But anyway, you can get the visual. Put that whole scene. Everyone's seen Stand By Me. That's a coming of age movie. And if you're too young, well, don't stop this show now and start watching Stand By Me. I think you should stay. So you should just stand by me. Actually, you should just stand by me. Why can't you use your own hand? Like, you use your own legs. Are these legs? What does this guy have? So you just stand by me. You stand by me. Don't go watching it now because I recommended it. Go stay here. Don't pause it or anything. I know this is recorded or this is live, but is recorded. You're watching it recorded because you're not watching it right now. Got a bad habit. Yeah, Octopies eating contest. Is that what this episode is about? I can't remember. It was actually it was funny because I remember I entered into it because I like pie. Because I'm like a red-blooded is there like a cherry pie, like a cherry blooded? I'm a cherry blooded American. I'm a cherry pie, but I'm an apple pie blooded American, as you can see. We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm tired. But yeah, they had like 8 pies, and I remember them well. Can you see I'm flashing through the pies in my head? First person view, okay? It's right there in the circle. There's no circle, but you can imagine a circle, can't you? Or an oval, and 3 little bubbles. You would have thought it's a flashback. Can't you though? Well, we'll teach you that skill later if you can't. Yeah, you and I. This guy will teach you how to do that. Octopus are very smart, by the way. Is that what I don't? You know what? That is not what this episode is about. Though it's not that. No, I know what this is. I remember. Okay, wait. Oh, wait a minute. I remember. This episode is about. This is called. Okay. I gotta use a pen. Maybe I can just describe this. Here, it's right here. Here's a pen. This is actually the time that I went to the I went to the underground night market in Fukuoka, Japan, and I was given directions from Sensei, and he told me about this underground market, night market, that I really wanted to see because I was in Fukuoka, and I was like, well, I was like, Sensei. I said, oh, Sensei. Not like that. I said it 8 times actually. I said instead of oh, I said 8 Sensei, and he says, yes, my grasshopper. I said, where is this underground market? And he gave me directions. And what's funny is that it's not. It actually wasn't underground. It was actually above ground. It was a street market, which was better because I didn't really want to go underground and eat food because that's not. So he gave me directions, right? He gave me these. Sensei gave me these directions. He said you got to go 8 blocks that way, right? And then you see me saying, look at the thing. Watch, he's giving me directions, Sensei. He's like, go 8 blocks this way, and then it says, and then you turn right. He said, not at 90-degree angle, but at an 80-degree angle. Turn right 80 degrees. No, actually, wait. Oh, I see right there. Oh, why is there a construction noise at 7:19? I don't think quit. Construction crews are supposed to be generally construction crews where I have to interrupt because I just want to inform the general public that if you live in a city or like wherever in municipality, construction hours, as I understand, I only know this from personal experiences, that they start at 7 a.m. and they basically end at 3 p.m. That's their shift. And now I'm hearing like noises of like someone drilling into concrete or something. And there's a construction thing going on across the street that's been going on for like 7 years, and it's kind of like, I don't know, 98% complete, you could say, or it's like stuck on 98% complete. It's really done, but it's like they're doing the last bit, and apparently it's 7 p.m. Maybe they got their hours mixed up and they got their AMs and PMs mixed up, so it's like 7:20 here, and they thought it was 7:20 a.m., but it's 7:20 p.m., and then they, got a guy, these construction workers, they're tired, they probably don't know what's going on, like me. Anyway, so he told me to go. It actually said, okay, go 8 blocks in this direction, right? You see him give me directions, and he says, then you will take a right. You'll go 88-degree angle turn right. And then he says, and this was the hard part because I had to buy a ruler. He said you have to go 8, and then after the right you go 8 inches. He says just go 8 inches that way to the right, and then he said go 18 inches down. So I didn't know because these were precise directions, and you always must listen to Sensei when he gives you wisdom of advice or directions, like walking directions. So I'm walking there, and I'm picking up the ruler, trying to get because I don't want to miss the mark. You might miss it if you go 19 or 89.8 degrees turns, and so I just really want to see that. So now that it's coming back to me, this is what this story. This episode is about the time I went to the market, this underground night market, and I'm looking at all this stuff, and I'm feeling very hungry because it's one of those night markets, and this is in Fukuoka, Japan, right? So Japanese night markets, the underground on street level underground street markets are like, the thing. It's like they make YouTube videos about their professional traveling blog, blog, traveling YouTube people, content creators go and they say, oh, here's the underground night market. It's 18 degrees. No, not 18 degrees. Sorry, 18 inches down. Maybe that's why it's underground, because you have to go 18 inches. But I digress. And so I went there and I was looking at all the stalls, and then I saw this stall, and I'm going to write it down for you. And I hope this thing isn't backwards, backwards. Should be forwards. I think it's really in my way. I don't even know why this thing's doing here, but I saw this sign. I'm going to draw it out for you. This is actually really bad paper because it's dark. So it's like this, right? And it was like this, okay? And I saw this, right? You see that? And I'm like, oh, okay. So that, that is why this is the episode, because this is what the name of the title of the show is. And that, what you can read in a, sorry about all the confusion because I'm so tired and I'm gonna take a nap in like 8 seconds. Is this is actually the name of the episode. It's called it's been 8 seconds yet. Okay, wait. I'm in the middle of explaining the title of the episode, and we can finish the episode. Now you know what the title is, and we can just get it over with because this is I've done enough, and it's just starting to wake me up. So I'm conflicted. Should I just go to sleep and take a nap, or wake up? So this is actually a sign on one of the vendors at the underground Fukuoka Fukuoka, Japan night market, underground night market, 18 inches below. After you turn right and you go 8 inches, you know what I'm saying. It actually says, it was actually octopus, right? It says, you can read it clearly. It says octopus 5 yen. It's 5 yen. That's what it is. I don't know what you thought it was. And you're reading that, you say this. It's octopus 5 yen. So, I reach into my pocket, into my crevices, and I see if I can, I check my crotch and I check my slots, all the slots on me, and I see if I'm carrying 5 yen so I can get some octopus. But actually, I didn't. I'm just joking with you. I did not get any octopus for 5 yen because it's not in my diet. I don't eat octopus. It's very hazardous, and I have a. We can't talk about that right now, but I actually did live in South Korea, and they sell live octopus. The octopi. They sell it on the street, and then it's like no, octopi was my other. That was the all you can eat contest. Oh, there's so many words you can get so easily confused. But well, I do not. Yeah, they eat it. But what happens is when they're alive, it might be squid. It's a squid or octopus, but it might be baby octopus that they sell in South Korea and Seoul. In these restaurants or wherever, and then they're on the market, the side street vendors. Can you hear me clearly? Thank you. It's like a blue light in this microphone. It's really weird. I mean, it's normal, but it's weird because I'm delirious. And the thing is that you eat you eat them with the you eat the octopi and you put them in your mouth. That's where where you eat things. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm treating you guys like idiots. Like you don't know how to eat, but I think I might as well because only an idiot would watch this show, right? No. Only an idiot would host a show like this. Oh gosh. And the tentacles here. I'll show you right here. Like imagine this is a baby thing. I'm gonna eat this, right? So I put it in my mouth. Okay, without the tag. You rip the tag off before you eat the baby. Right. So it goes down. So let's pretend here. Let's do it like profile view. Okay. So I'm eating this thing, right? You see, octopus. It's totally unplanned. I didn't think that I could do a demonstration, but I got this guy here. It's baby octopus, right? It's going down. Okay. And then what is this thing? Oh my God. This thing is like, it's like, I don't want to be eaten by you. I want to live. It's got a tentacle here. It's got a tentacle here. It's got a tentacle in your eye. You're like, get your tentacle in my eye. And then it goes into your mouth all the way, right? And then it starts grabbing on the inside of your mouth. Inside, and some actually people can choke. You can choke. It's hazardous because you can choke and die. So you might be eating live octopi in Seoul, Korea, and they're not the only ones who die when you eat them. It might be like a double murder. So, or maybe it's considered an eight murder, like a not double. So you get double, triple, quadruple, quintuple. Is that what's Quinn? Quinn is the name of a guy on Dexter. Well, I don't know. Once you get to 8, let's just call it. Oh, there it is. It's right there. I was just trying to find the word. It's written down all this along here. You can just see. I'll cut it off for you. Octo. When I say double murder, it's octo murder. Yeah, it's called octo murder. That's why this episode is called that. Okay, so now I can take my nap. Thank you for listening, by the way. The show's not over. I was just explaining why is this called what it is, because you guys had a lot of controversy when you read the name wherever it is. It's around here. How's YouTube work? Oh yeah, this is the screen, and then down there. Don't look at my hands. Okay. Yeah, I got a bad habit. So if that explains anything. Now, I just want to say, we got a sponsor here. Let's do the sponsor right now because I'm tired. I'm tired. I could probably do sponsor while with my eyes closed and my hand asleep and my leg asleep, I think. And so today's sponsor is well, I know you've all seen it. It's this one doesn't have. This is just. It is what it is. The sponsor is what it is. It's a streak of auburn red hair is sponsoring the show today. It's a streak of auburn red hair. Now I'm going to see if I can get an example for you. I think I was actually in the park earlier, so I was like looking for sponsors, and I cut. I was just cutting some random women's hair off because I said I to get it for I need a visual for the show, and so is this it? Is this it? Is this it? And I don't know if it's because there's different. I got like different ones here. Is this the streak? Is this the one streak of auburn? Does this look right to you? Here, I have to put it on and then see if it looks. I don't know, sometimes you just have to put it to put it on. See, is that it? Does that look like the streak? Where's my hair? That's not it. No, that's not it. I don't think that's auburn red. Okay, that's not our sponsor. Is this it right here? Maybe this is it. Here, check this one out. Is that it? It's that one streak. See, it's kind of weird because I have curly hair, so I don't know how this is like. But this is a streak. No, this is not it. Actually, I'm sorry. Wait, that's not. It almost looks like it. It's like almost like a streak. That's just a streak of reddish orange hair. This is it. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. This might be it. Okay, here. This is actually you gotta combine these two. Here, let's just combine these two. I can't do it really easily without changing the law of physics right now. But let's just pretend. Let's just do this now. Okay, you know what? We're changing the sponsor. The sponsor is now 2 streaks of braided auburn red hair. Okay, so here. Well, okay, we gotta get the other piece. It's too long because that was those girls. So there it is. There's our sponsor. Isn't that great? This is a real standout. I know you've seen this everywhere. Anytime you go out, this is a real standout sponsor. Whenever you're walking around, you go out, this always stands out. When you have that one streak, someone has that one streak of auburn red hair, and you look at it and you're like, what do you know? Tell me. You feel a certain way. You feel favorable or unfavorable, but in this case, you're going to feel favorable because this is our sponsor, and we're really proud to have them. And they just like to promote the streak of auburn red hair. Comes now, the company, which doesn't have a name, just wants to say that it only comes in one color. So if you're looking for other colors, the streak of auburn red hair only comes in one color. So it comes in many lengths. And it comes in straight. I think it comes in different modes. So it comes in straight, curly, wavy. Here, let me just make it simple for you. It comes in straight and curly and everything in between. Okay, cleared it. Okay, nailed it. The sponsor's going to love me. And then we have, this is a sensitivity problem, but we do have bald. They do have bald customers, and I have bald viewers. I don't have any viewers. There's never been a viewer ever. But say someday that a bald viewer is watching, and they're really excited about this show. They want to, support the sponsors who are making this all possible. And they go to their park, and they can't, cut women's hair as easily as I can without them killing me. And they decide, okay, well, what options do I have? Well, you have options. My sponsor has a solution for you. Now you're bald, and I don't here. Oh, here, just let's pretend that you're bald, and this is what your head looks like without the tag. You've ripped the tag off of your bald head. Here it is. See, I didn't even notice it. It's possible. So here's a bald head, right? Okay, this is your bald-headed friend, and I'm actually going to do it because this would be wrong. But this is a red marker. This is from the same company that brought you the streak of auburn red hair. This is the auburn red marker. And all you have to do, it's quite simple. You got your red head, there's a marker, and you just run it down anywhere you want it. It's the same when you're making your auburn red hair streak. And then you have it. And it's all you got, right? You got a bald head and one streak of auburn red hair. It's a great sponsor, and I really had fun propositioning them for whatever. So, thank you. That's great. Okay, I feel so much better. Actually, I'm gonna have a drink of water. Actually, I'm gonna have 8 drinks of water. I'll show you. I stopped counting. All right. So, all right, that's it. Now, the funny thing happened. I actually got a phone call from your dad. Your dad called in. Your dad called in. Your dad called me, and he told me a joke, and he says that I have to tell on his show, or he's going to come down here and interview me. I don't know. It's your dad. You know, he's threatening. So your dad called me like this, and he says, "You got to do this joke for your 8th episode." And I said, "Okay, what's the joke? This is your dad. Don't mess with me, okay? Don't laugh at me because I didn't write it." Your dad calls him up. He says, "This is your joke." He says, "What do you call here?" And he even give me visuals. He says, "What do you call a tired 8?" I could be considered a tired 8, right? Like I'm tired and I'm an 8. Sure. I'll take it. Says, "What do you call a tired 8?" I said, "Well, I don't know, sir. What do you call a tired 8?" And he said, "Infinity." See? Boom. You just saw it happen. Watch this. Boom. Boom. Tired 8. Infinity. 8 is taking a nap, and now it's infinity. And it's always going to be that way. It's always going to be tired. Once a tired 8 takes a nap, it's down forever. It's infinitely tired. Taking a nap. So you can thank your dad for that one. Call him up. Call your dad. So, well, here's a good thing. I'm going to save a bit for next show because I thought if I can go long enough, I'll just save it and end up going long enough. So I'm going to end with one more. I'm going to end with like 8 more bits. So if anyone is old enough to watch the show knows what 8 bits are, that would be. Anybody know the answer? I don't have it with me. It's $1. It's $1. 8 bits is $1. I believe that's correct. And I only know that because of Al Pacino. Now, go figure that one out at home. That's not a joke. It's a riddle. Go figure that one out. I honestly, if it was not for Al Pacino, I would not know that 8 bits equals $1. So go ahead, go figure it out. Solve that riddle and come back to me next episode, which will be the 9th episode. Wait, hold on. Where's that pen and paper? Oh, here. Let's just see. Was it 8? Okay, 8. I'm pulling Mark Zuckerberg right now. 8, and then after 8, let me see this. So before 8 is 7. So you got 7, then you got 8, and then you got that checks out. Okay, 9. So it'll be the 9th episode. I just wanted to say that since this episode is it about Octopus that's 5 yen? Is it about the James Bond? We settled that. It's not about Octopussy the movie. It's not about Octopi, but it will be for a moment. So the Octopi, when I went to Tuscaloosa, Iowa, and had the pie contest, I had 8 pies, and then and then what? So I try to remember what were those 8 pies, because what I want to do is I want to do it. I want to recreate the pie eating contest for you. Except I'm not going to. I'm just going to eat a slice of them and just sort of review the pies because I think you would. I think that would be funny, and you'd like that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with. I have all the pies here. I decided to go pick them all up. I said today is whatever. Today is today, and I should have done the show yesterday or 2 days ago, but I didn't because honestly. I'm honestly going to lie and say that it's because I was buying all these 8 pies for the show, and I had to push the episode back. Otherwise, there would be no pie reviewing. So we're going to start with, you're going to get this one right here. I'm just going to grab this pie, and this will be the first one. Now this one is simple. This one's cherry pie, okay? So here, I'll just show you. I'm going to have the cherry pie right now, okay? Woo! That is tart like a dart in your fart. Woo! I don't know where they get those cherries from, but I've had enough of that. That's a fine pie, but that's okay. That's damn fine. That's damn fine cherry pie. But woo, man, I was about to suck my my teeth in. That wouldn't be good. I don't like teeth with my pie. I don't know about you, but yeah. So that's a cherry pie. Now this is the second pie. This pie right here, I'm gonna have. Wait, oh, sorry, it's over here. This one's over here. That. Okay, here we go. Put that here on the plate. Serve that. I have to use this thing actually. Use this and put it on there. And now I've got this one is called humble pie. So this is a good pie. I actually didn't know it was a pie originally. It wasn't. It wouldn't even tell me. It was like I was like wondering. I was asking around. I was like, "Well, what is this?" And it's like, I am just, I am what I is, and I'm like, okay, but are you a pie? I'm like, well, am I? But this is humble pie. So let me take a slice. Let me take a bite of this. Okay, let me go. Let me go. Yeah, I mean, it is. I feel. What does this taste? It's very. I don't know. It's very like not egotistical. I feel after I eat it, I don't feel any ego. I feel the ego is washing out of me. That's a good feeling. I like when I eat pie and I feel like my ego is just dissolving. So that's humble pie. That's a good pie. That's the second one. This one here, the third one, which is right, I think it's right over here. This is it right here. I'm gonna grab this and put it on the plate. All right, this one is called. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. This one's actually custard pie. And this is a messy one. I can see all this. It's very juicy. And actually, I'm going to tell you the secret, everyone. This is just a tip, not a secret. I'm sure plenty know this trick secret. But custard pie, I want to. It's always advisable that when you're eating certain, like when you're okay. So if you're going to eat pasta, make pasta with some, like tomato sauce. What is the one thing that you do not wear when you're eating pasta with tomato sauce? A white shirt. Correct. You got it right. That's what you were thinking. I'm just telling you. That's the thought you came with. You're white shirt. So whenever I'm eating pasta or making pasta, cooking pasta with the red sauce, the tomato sauce, I always wear red or color that's like red. And in this case, I'm going to eat custard. So I'm going to actually I need to put on like a custard colored shirt. So if you bear with me, it's funny because I'm actually in my closet. This is not my closet. This is a room that has clothes in it. I mean, you can call it a closet. But I'm gonna find a custard. I'm gonna get too close. I'm gonna find a custard. This is not how someone who's tired moves. Collared shirt, and I'm gonna eat this custard pie. So I think this is. This is good actually. I'm gonna put this. This is like perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on. Okay. This is like custard color. This is like the color right here. So this is very messy. I'm gonna spill it all over myself. Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is good. You like this? I'm gonna get a name for this thing. I'm gonna stand. Okay, no, this is okay. It's obviously. Did you realize how difficult it was putting on a custard colored, cream custard colored jacket while you have an octopus on your head? Yeah. The things you learn when you do a show, comedy show. So okay, yeah, that's good enough. I'm just gonna figure. Okay, here's. Ow! Oh man, he just poked my eye out. Jeez, it's like I didn't even eat octopus. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm a little worried. Okay, I don't want to make a mess here. Obviously, this is very. I'm gonna go hard on this custard pie. So let's get some custard pie. Scoop it up. It's not gonna be all messy. Ooh yeah. That is yum. I like that pie. Yeah, I like the custard pie. I like the custard pie. They do that thing where the annoying girls when they're like doing video. Or maybe it was just that one girl. You've seen that viral video, and she's like, sure, I got the food. She's going like, yeah, man. That's how I feel about the custard pie. That's good stuff. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep this on. Looks good, right? Okay. So that was the third pie. This is the fourth pie. This one is called. It's actually okay. Oh yeah, I put it down here. I put it as low as possible because I put it on the ground. I wish I could put it lower. It says actually called Devil's Pie, and that's why I put it down there. It's down below. Devil's Pie. Now this Devil's Pie, you may have not heard of it, but this is actually in honor of D'Angelo, the musician who died yesterday. And so I wanted to in his honor, I wanted to get devil's pie, which is serve myself some devil's pie. Um, and I just want to say that we missed D'Angelo, died at 51, which is pretty young. Um, and well, yeah, D'Angelo, he was a good guy. I don't know if he was a good guy, but he was R&B. He was very big time R&B, and I think I have all three of his albums. There was like one that was called Brown Sugar, which I think is there brown sugar in this? One was called Brown Sugar, one was called Voodoo, and then the most recent one was called Black Messiah. So I had three albums over like 30 years. He made one every 10 years, you could say. All right, so let's have some devil's pie. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I should have some. This is probably. I don't think I should have this. I'm not going to eat that. I'm feeling a little bit. I'm feeling after the humble pie. It's like why you can't mix humble pie with devil's pie, right? Forget about it. Let's sit here. I'm gonna get rid of the devil's pie. Okay, now to balance this out, I think this is perfect because what we need to try now. I got this one because I was gonna get the devil's pie, and I have to get this one. All right, and I actually got this one just in reaction to devil's pie, but this is called angel hair pie. And angel hair pie, this is a good pie because what I find is when you're eating it, it's also not only you eating, but you're flossing at the same time because angel's hair, it's very smooth and slick. So when you're eating the pie, I'll show you. I got some angel hair pie. Okay. Can you get right there? Yeah, that's good. So now I just take the pie and I just, because it's got angel hair in it, and I go like this, and I'm flossing at the same time. So we're really good. You should use angel hair. You should floss with angel hair if you got it. And I got some of my pie, angel hair pie. Now, because I always know what you're thinking at home, and I'm going to address the fact that some of you are complaining or you're, like blasting me about how there's no pie on these plates. And you're thinking, okay, I get it. He's doing a bit and he's cheap and this is a low budget show and he couldn't afford pie. And I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to tell you another possibility. I'm fasting. I just happen to be fasting today, so I can't actually eat the pies. But I know what the pies taste like. I mean, I'm reacting to the pies accurately if they were here, but I am fasting, so I can't eat. I'm not supposed to be eating right today. It just happened to be today, and that's what happened. So, in case just to clear up any confusion of why he's having an octopi eating contest, all you can eat pies recreation, but in a review sense, is because I'm fasting. Now here, what's the fifth pie? Oh, this is the pie. Okay. So I think you might know. No, you don't know. I don't even know. I didn't want to go with the obvious pie, so I went into my music library of 50,000 songs, and I was like, search for the word pie because well, give me some pie ideas that I don't think of, like not the obvious cherry pie, which I already did, but I came up with some of these from music songs. This one is called. This is an interesting one. This is Magpie. Now, you're thinking to yourself, magpie. Yeah, magpie. This is magpie. This is a pie that's actually, I like this pie with barbecue sauce. I'm actually going to pour some barbecue. So I get some, here. No, it's over here. Okay. So there's a little barbecue sauce on it. And then I put a little stuff. And this is a bird pie. This is not vegetarian. I just want everyone to know that this is not a vegetarian pie. So most pies are vegetarian. They have no meat, except for chicken pot pie. But we don't have that today. We have magpie. And magpie is good with barbecue sauce. So I like to pour a little barbecue sauce on my magpie. And I also got to be careful. Make sure you always have to hold the magpie down. It's actually better to put as much sauce as possible so you can weigh it down, because just in case the magpie is still alive, you don't want it to fly away. And I just want to show you a picture. Oh, that's a nice way of doing it. Okay, that's also good too. This is what it looks like. This is what it would look like at somebody else's home. That's a nice place, isn't it? The kitchen. I like a kitchen like that. Very rustic. So that's a magpie. And this one actually was escaped. It's very big. It was too big for the pie, and it just crawled right out of it, and then it flew away. But when you have one that's got magpie. It's a magpie, and you don't want it to escape. You got to hold it down with a lot of barbecue sauce so they don't fly away. When you cover the wings in barbecue sauce, it's harder for them to fly if they're alive. If they're dead, then it doesn't matter. So, oh, there it goes. No, just kidding. That's fine. I'm not going to eat the magpie because dietary restrictions. Now, oh, here, this is interesting. I actually found this pie on my list of songs, and I was kind of confused. I didn't know what. I looked at it and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Something off about that. And you might not even notice because you're not as clever, as quick as I am. Or you'd be doing your own show right now, not watching mine, which you probably are. So I take it back. But this one is called Wild Honey Pie. So I'm going to get a slice of wild honey pie, and then I'm going to say, okay, wait a second. You know, I've been out in the wild before. Have you ever seen honey running around in the wild? Because I haven't. I have not seen any. I don't. The only honey I've ever seen is domesticated honey. I've seen it in a jar. I've seen it on videos, like on trees, in like beehives. But wild honey, like wild running around in the wild in the wilderness. Wild is short for wilderness. It's a short form of wilderness. If you didn't notice, if you didn't know this, notice. If you didn't notice, if you didn't notice, well, guess what? Wild is short for wilderness. Wilderness is a synonym for nature, right? The outdoors. So anyway, if you've ever been outdoors and you see wild honey running around, I would suggest that you write in and tell us about it. Tell us about it because I'll read it on air. I'll read it on the next show or any show, future shows. So just send it in. But this is wild honey pie, and I do love honey. So this is wild honey. I'm gonna eat some of this up. Okay. Very sticky. Yeah. Mm. That's how you eat wild honey pie. Yeah. Okay. That's sweet. Yeah, that's sweet. We're gonna have to have a drink of milk after that. Except this is water. Do you think I can turn my water into milk? Who am I? That guy? Who's that guy? The guy did something. Okay, that was all right. Okay, so that's the 7th one. We got one more. This one, it's not what you think. Yeah, it's oh, that one's over here. Okay, here it is back here. I put it back here. Okay, here. This one is apple pie. Now I'm going to try it out. I think it looks all right. It looks fresh. It looks up to date. Looks like it's the latest model of apple pie. So let's try it. Let's try a little bit of apple pie. Okay. Ooh, it tastes very like I don't know. It has this very metallic taste, sort of like glassy as well, like kind of like Gorilla Glass stuff, sort of Gorilla Glassy. And it's very wiry too. Like it's stringy but wiry. Like it's got cords and like cables in there. It's very weird. I don't know. This apple pie is very unusual. Oh, also, I think I bit into a little bit of the screen. I always hate that I bite into the screen, and some of the old, these are these old apple pies, and they had like a dial, like you would be eating the pie, right? Apple pie, I look at you, and you finally you open it and you pull out like you're like, whoa, what's this like dial? It's like this thing, right? That goes like this. Like, get this out of here, right? But that they don't make that. That's an old model of the apple pie. Whew, man, I'm telling you, dude, that's crazy. Oh, look at this. Look what I found. That's right. That has nothing to do with anything now. Definitely not about next episode. I feel like I'm not so tired anymore. I feel like I feel like I have the energy of like maybe 8 bulls or maybe 8 octopi, like octopi, 8 octopi. So this thing's cute, isn't it? I like his eyes. He's got green eyes like me. I don't know if you can see my eyes, right? It's not that low quality if I do this. Yeah. So we have green eyes. We share that. He has, for some reason, a white dot. This is the middle of his eyes, and if you can see that. That's not the reflection. That's actually a dot. Here, look close. I'm so confused. Where's the freaking camera on this computer? I don't know. You can't see it, you can't see it. It's your loss. You have to come here next time. I'm really grateful that we're together and we can do this show. This is obviously the 8th episode because I dropped a lot of hate bombs on here. But and just so you know, it's already too late. But this is not kid friendly. I did have the option, but obviously, with all this talk about octopus and the letter, stupid dad jokes, it's really not appropriate for children. So I would suggest that you retroactively send your 8 children to their 8 bedrooms and give them 8 pies and just distract them for a little bit while we do this episode. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to be back. If we could finish, if only this episode was 8 minutes long, then I could have slept like 47 minutes ago. But it's the 8th episode, and I'm feeling very tired. 55, 31, 32. 5 plus 5 is 10, but 10 plus 1 is so if I have like 7, so 3 plus, I can't do this, man. We can't end on an 8. Maybe 548. Let's try that.